Morning to everyone. Today I'm going to show you the way we can do the migration for SharePoint 2007 to SharePoint 2010 using the MetaLogix Migration Manager tool. And the scope would be we'll cover the basics of Migration Manager, how to start with it, what configuration options are there, and what we can do with that. Apart from that, this video will cover will move a list with data, and we'll have incremental thing. I mean, from source to target. Source means it's a 2007 site. Target means it's a 2010 site. In the whole chain going ahead. So we'll start with that. Let me take you to my virtual machine video, and here we go. We see this MetaLogix Migration Manager, which you can also start from. Go to start, and if you click on this, you'll get the Migration Manager open for you. So here we have first option called Add Connection. So this is a way of getting your site into the Migration Manager. So let's say we are connecting to a SharePoint 2007 site. We have two ways of connecting here. First is the connecting to database directly. Yes, you can do that, and you can just pull your things from a database directly and move it onto the 2010 site, or you can connect a SharePoint site directly. So we'll go with connect with SharePoint site. So this is the pop-up which asks you about the site information, and if it is a site, if it is a complete web application, or if it is a form. Now we have couple of connection types and authentication types which we will cover later. And this is a default connection if you have window authentication, or if a different authentication method, you can use this other option box. So let me call my 2007 site. It's not a 2007 site, it's again a 2010 site, but we are considering this as a 2007 site here. So here I have my 2007 site, which is a source for me, and let me connect the site where I am going to migrate is 2010 site, and this is the target. So now I'm ready with my source and target. Okay, so let me show you a couple of options before moving ahead. We have this. If you right click on the site name, so you got all these options. The first one is the copy site, and rest of the things we'll cover in the next videos. We'll say copy site. And if you say here page site, you got all these options. This is the first time if you copy a site from a source to target, you can get this option. So this part, moving a complete site, we'll cover in the next video. And let's say if you want to move a single list or library along with data, so we'll cover it here. So let me create a list here which is there in the source site. So let's name it to demo to move, and now you have to display on a quick launch, create versions, and require content approval. These are the basic things which we already do in there. So let me take a custom list here. This is same for all. I mean, you can take anything and you can move that into 2010 again. So let me pick it. Okay, now you see we have this demo to move here and not here. So we want to move this list from source to target. Let me copy this and let me paste this on target. Now we have couple of options here. The first is the full copy. Full copy means because you are moving this list to first time from 2007 to 2010. So this is the way you will say full copy. Incremental copy, okay, let's say you have couple of things added by some users on 2007 which are not there in 2010 while you are doing the migration. So you can choose the incremental copy, and it will take only those records which are not there on target but are there on source. Custom copy, we have couple of options. The same existing list, preserve list. Preserve list means you want to keep your list and just update the list with all these things. So let's say on source, if you have done some metadata updations, or you have updated any fields, updated any view, let's say you have added some columns into your views, you have added few content types on your list on the source on 2007, or you have updated some permission and you want to move all these 5 things to target. So you can do this thing, preserve item, existing item document, and you can do just update the few things on target, core metadata or permissions only. So you can do for the items as well. And this thing, propagate item document deletions. So let's say you have couple of things which are there on target and not on the source. So let's say you are doing some testing, and here you have 50 items, but here you have 40 items. So 10 items you have done here while you are testing. So if you choose this option, it will delete all the 10 items which are there here, and it will sync from source to target. So here the scope would be full copy, because this is the first time we are moving a list. And we have some options called rename list. You can rename this list when you are moving. You can copy subfolders in it. If you have any folder inside it, you can keep the contents, or you can leave the contents. You can keep the versions up to the level you want, or you can copy all the versions, or you can just say, okay, I don't want version, I want the latest one. So you can just select this. Now we don't have any content in it, so this option is not required right now. There are few other options which will cover when we'll move other things. The web part option, so you're moving some pages which have some web part on it, so you can select this this option also. Now you can copy the closed web part. So let's say you have some closed web part on your 2007 page, and but they are closed by status. So if you want, you can keep them as well. This option I'll explain you. Now you have the copy permissions section, which says you can copy the list permission from source to target, folder permissions and item permissions. You want to do all these things. You want to map the permissions label by name. I'll cover it, all these two options later. And this is a mapping section. I'll explain again in the next videos. Filter basically you can just filter based on the list libraries, what are things you want to move and you don't want to move, for the items, list libraries or columns. So you can just select or unselect based on these things. Workflow, we can keep workflows from source to target, and we can move very well. So any association will lose if you are not moving your workflows when you are moving your complete site from source to target. Why I'm saying this? Let's say you are copying your site first time from a 2007 platform to 2010 platform. If you select workflow options from here, you can see all these options enabled, which we'll cover later. But if you delete anything on target after that and you try to move from source to target again, the workflow will not the workflow cannot be migrated in that way. That I'll show you in next couple of videos. And these are general options. So link collection is nothing but let's say you renamed your site collection to something else, from x by z com to pqr.com, so it will connect the xyz to pqr. And there are a couple of options which we cover later. And now let me show you how to run this migration for a list. You can see the details as well here. So this is the wizard which helps you to understand. Okay, this is the list. What I have done, I have added a list. What is the name of the list? What is the source? What is the target, and the status. A status complete means we are done. Now we can see this demo to move list here, but we don't have any content in it. If you see this item view on top and this here, we don't have any content on it. So let me create some content on this list, and then we'll see how to move the contents also. We can create contents, and we can move along with the list in the first time only, but I want to show you how to do the incremental things. We will cover it here. Let me refresh it. So this is a list which we have just created. Let me add some item. Moving to 2010. Save it. Let me go there and refresh it. I have one item but not on target. So let me copy the list again and let me push it here. Now I have a couple of options here. If I say on the site label paste list, I can say incremental copy, because the items are not same on both sides. Here it is a 0 item, and here we have 1 item, so I can say incremental copy, and rest of the options are same. Apart from that, I can do another thing is, if I copy the list and if I go to the same library, I can say paste all item in folders. This is the same screen, same pop-up comes, so we can achieve the same thing in both ways. We'll say incremental copy and run. If you see, the items are here. 1, moving to 2010, moving to 2010. So I mean, this is the easiest way of moving a complete list without data or with data, and you can move the data later with an incremental copy. Thanks for watching the video, and this is just an introduction video. We'll cover a couple of things like content type, security, and how we can move all these things from 2007 to 2010 later. Thanks for watching. Thank you.